Hey guys! Today I'm going to be opening a new series here on the channel. For those of you who don't know, the Booktube is like a part of the YouTube where people talk about books, and everyone reads a lot in the Booktube. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. So everyone reads lots of books every month, and there's lots of challenges, and there's reading marathons, and then there's this, and there's tags, and there's everything, and I'm like, oh my god, how do you guys have time for so much reading? I don't. I was searching the Booktube for other people's reviews of this book, which I thought it was kind of common and basic book that everyone has read already, but I couldn't find that many reviews. So I'm kind of digging in the unexplored world. The book I'm talking about it's called An Evidence of Katherines by John Green. I finished reading it, and I'll try to do some kind of a review and talking about the book. And well, this is the story of a guy called Colin, and he's around 17 or 18 years old, I think. And he has this habit of dating girls called Katherine. And pretty much all the Katherines dump him. And he's been with 19 Katherines already over the last few years. So when Katherine 19 dumps him, he gets his heart all broken up. He and his friend called Hassan, I don't know if that's the name, he and his friend decide to go on a road trip to take their minds away. And so they go, and they get stuck on a little town in Tennessee called Gutshot. They get offered jobs and a place to stay at someone's house. And well, they start working, like interviewing people and living at their house. And then during their stay at Gutshot, Tennessee, Colin, who's a genius, although he calls himself a prodigy and not a genius, but he is trying to find a theorem, so a mathematical equation, to predict future relationships. So to know who's going to dump who and when that is going to happen. So he's working on that theorem, and he keeps talking about it. And there's lots of math in this book, like there's graphs, and in the end there's even an extra piece of the book explaining all the math, which yes, I did read that appendix. He's trying to do that theorem, and while working at the interviews and trying to make new friends, but then the friends are not that great, and things just keep basic and nothing is happening, and then something happens, which I'm not telling you what because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. And then the book ends. Yep, that's it. It's like nothing happens, and then the book ends. My opinions on the book, first of all, for the first good part of the book, it was so boring. I mean, they were just on this road trip and nothing was happening, and they were just driving, and Colin kept talking about Katherine 19 and nothing was happened. And it went on for like half of a book or so. So that's a lot for me. A book needs to become interesting in the first few chapters, or I most probably won't finish it reading. And that's why I started reading this one in January, and I only finished it now. So first of all, it was really boring. Then as time goes by, it got slightly more interesting, because you got curious to know what happened with Colin and with Katherine 19, and what is the thing with all the Katherines. And Colin is like telling his story mixed with what's happening. So it takes a while for you to figure the story. But yeah, then it gets slightly more interesting. But don't get your expectations too high, because it doesn't get that much interesting. So for the entire book, pretty much nothing happens. In general, I think it's a really boring book to read. Out of 5, I'm giving it 3 stars because it was not horrible, it was just meh. So I'm giving it 3 stars. 3 stars. And I don't think I'll be reading John Green anytime soon because I don't find it that good. But if you do love John Green, or if there's a really good book by John Green that I haven't read and that I'm completely missing out, please let me know down there in the comments and maybe I'll read it. So I hope you liked this video and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!